Have you ever rented through Airbnb? Even if you haven't, my guess is you know someone who has. Airbnb, VRBO, and similar companies have turned renting homes and apartments into big business. But does the business help or harm local neighborhoods? Jersey City voters will have their say when they head to the polls November 5th. Joining me now is James Solomon. He is a councilman in Jersey City. James, welcome to Chasing News. How are you?
I'm great, Bill. Thank you for having me.
So let me understand this. This is huge business in Jersey City. You're talking between 2,500 and 3,100 listings. Just this past summer, almost 94,000 people and almost $17 million to homeowners. Why is the government looking to ban it? And are they? What are they looking to do?
Yeah, that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to put in smart regulations. We want a homeowner who's trying to pay her mortgage or pay her bills to be able to use Airbnb. But what we've seen as a real problem is big business. In my part of downtown Jersey City, thousands of housing units have been removed from long-term rentals and turned into hotels. And we've seen huge quality of life problems. Parties that last until 3 and 4 a.m., gas leaks that endanger residents. And the operators of those hotels, those Airbnb hotels, don't live in the community. They live hours away.
Let me just understand, what does the referendum mean if it passes?
So if you vote yes, we put these regulations in place. I think the sensible, thoughtful regulations, the mayor, the city council,
What are they? So if I own my home, I've got a brownstone, I empty out to open up to the street, what happens to my rental income?
Almost nothing, because you own your brownstone, you live there, you can keep using Airbnb, you just have to now follow a couple of safety rules and a registration process.
But I thought there was a limit on time. Aren't you changing the time rules?
If you're not on site. So if you don't live on site, and you can only do it for 60 days. But if you're on site, you can do it 365 days of the year. But what you can't do is you can't buy a brownstone as an investment, empty out all the tenants, and turn it into a hotel.
Okay. Thanks for joining me, James. Appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate the questions and the opportunity.
Joining me now, Liz Diebold Fusco, who is a spokesperson for Airbnb. Liz, welcome to Chasing News. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, Bill.
Let's start off, first of all, what is the benefit to Airbnb to the residents of Jersey City?
Where do I begin there? So obviously you have our hosts who are able to share their own home and make a little bit of extra money by doing so. But on top of that, you have an entire economy that's been built up around short-term rentals in Jersey City over the past 4 years. All I know is that right now I've got thousands of residents in Jersey City, thousands of hosts who are about to have the rug ripped out from under them as a result of this ban that the mayor is pushing.
Thank you, Liz. Great to talk to you.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring in tonight's A+ panel. We're joined by Republican strategist Jeanette Hoffman. Good to see you, Jeanette.
Thanks, Bill.
And attorney and Democratic strategist Bill Caruso. Good to see you, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Bill, I'll start with you on this.
Yeah.
I found it most interesting that, other than the economic issue here, that the councilman referenced gas leaks and unsupervised people. What is he getting at? I mean, it's not the Wild West. There are people that are doing it on their app and they're showing up and they're checking in.
I think government is slow to deal with changes that go on, like we've seen with Uber and now we've seen with Airbnb. And this is a threat to some extent to the government regulation, and it's also a threat to the traditional hotel industry. But that said, we're a home rule state, and cities have the right to regulate this. And their concern is big investment companies coming in and buying up blocks and renting them out.
But they're not regulating it in a smart way, and it sounds like Airbnb is not opposed to regulation.
She said it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What Jersey City is trying to do, after basically courting Airbnb to Jersey City, is just take away Airbnb from Jersey City renters and homeowners, and it's really going to hurt the middle class people who are renting out their homes and just trying to make a little bit of income to afford to live in.
Maybe enforce the local ordinances on loud parties before you ban it outright. Thanks, guys.